All right, guys, I'll try to make this a quick one. You can see I've got the 56 back on this side. I got the van sitting over there for right now. The only reason that van's not sitting outside, it has my seat and stuff in it to this truck. So keeping it inside for right now, which I've done a lot of work to that old van. And if I've got an open space for it, I'll keep it in the garage. But I can guarantee you that's been a long time since that thing has been in the garage before it came here. Anyway, so I've been needing to get started on Mr. and Mrs. PIB's 1980 model truck. So he's got another truck, which they call Moon Pie. He got that truck from me and my dad. Really good little truck. It just needs a little bit of metal work done, not a whole lot. It's been at Tim Dixon's for a little while. He's got 1,000 things going on, but as soon as he gets that truck done, I'm going to slide it in here. I've got some trim, side trim, some headlight bulbs. I can't remember what all. Some bumper guards, just little knick-knack things. The side trim will probably be the biggest headache on that truck, but not a huge deal. Just like I said, a couple, 2 or 3 days, and I should be able to have it done and back out of here. Reason I don't want to start the 80 model is I would like to get Moon Pie in here and get that trim on it and, you know, make sure it's going to stick good. And, of course, I'd just rather work in my garage. Once the 80 comes in here, it's going to be in here a while. So I've got a few things to do to this 56. Shit, a few things. I've got a lot to do to this 56. I've got a few things I need to do to it in this particular bay with the lift. So, but the main thing right now, I want to go ahead and start getting the body panels stripped down, get those in primer. I got the cabin primer. That was my main goal. That makes me feel so much better. This truck had been soda blasted some years ago. It sat outside and it just surface rusted, the whole cab. I had to strip it down to metal. Then I had to treat the cab with acid, strip it down again, just to make sure I killed all that rust. So aggravating process and labor intensive. So if you see something like this and somebody says it just needs paint and you've got the whole damn thing covered in surface rust, it's a process to get that killed out. But anyway, and do it right. I mean, you could just spray some primer over it, but that stuff's going to come back out eventually. So a lot of this body work, I didn't want to leave the cab stripped down. I wanted to get it sealed off as quick as possible. So this is primer and sealer. This is going to be kind of hard to sand, but I'll probably hit this with 40 grit since I've sealed it and strip this back down so I can do the body work in these little areas all around the cab. The hood is the only other part of the truck. Basically, it's going to be left since I got it. When I traded for this truck, this was a complete running and driving truck. Been setting some years. It didn't run real good. It didn't drive real good, but I've since worked all that out. This is a really good running truck. I've put new Coy C33 wheels and tires on it. I've bought a complete other bed. Tim was going to have to do the metal work on the bed that was on this truck, and it was a whole lot worse than the bed I found. So that saved him some work working on that bed. So this bed, I sold that bed to Tim, and he'll make some kind of trailer or something out of it eventually. Or he's got another truck he might set that bed on. But for this particular truck, I found another bed. It was a little better shape, and I figured it saved him some work. So he knocked that bed out for me. All the metal work's done. It's over there against that wall on the other side of that van. And I got to get all that stripped down, the bed sides, the fenders, the headboard, the tailgate. Get all that in primer, get the hood in primer. I've got some other pieces like the inner fenders, the piece here it goes between the fenders that the grill bolts into, header panel, I guess you'd call it. Different things, guys. I've got a lot to do, but if I could just get out here and get going, then I would get a lot done pretty quick, I believe. That van, like I said in my last video, it really kind of spiraled out of control. Like I said, I was waiting on Moon Pie, and I had that van in here, and I thought, hell, why not? You know, kind of while I'm waiting. So just kind of gathered up parts, and now it's sitting over there. It's ready to take off to Florida if you wanted to make a trip in one. It's ready to go, and that's okay. It's done. It's over with. I wish I would have put the time in this truck. I would have been probably driving this to the Rod Run this coming weekend. But anyway, here it is. I just want to do a quick video, let y'all know I'm going to get back on it. Still a little bit of wiring and things that I want to clean up and kind of change and put my own, kind of do my own thing on some of the wiring, get rid of this old ugly intake, or maybe do something a little different with it. Maybe change this hose out. Just little stuff, guys. Nothing major mechanically. The oil pan I would like to change. That's kind of why I was talking about on the lift here. Not a big fan of the truck style oil pan. It's pretty low, so I would like to put the aftermarket oil pan and get that up off the ground. Now, I mean, at this ride height, it's fine. It's not going to hit anything, but I might lower this front end down another inch or so. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Just depends. I really just want to get it running and driving right now. I like putting new ball joints in stuff. I don't believe this one's had new ball joints. No, they're riveted in. So I would like to put new ball joints in this thing. I had one break one time, and ever since then, it's just kind of one of my pet peeves. I thought about maybe, here's the thing. I wanted to change it's got disc brakes on the front, but I kind of wanted to change the spindles and stuff out and go to a different setup up here. So, while you've got everything loose, why not go ahead and do new ball joints? And if I'm putting new spindles on it anyway, why not order a 1-inch drop spindle, or maybe 2? I think 2 may be a little too much. I don't know. Again, it sits kind of high right now, but you don't have the hood, you don't have all the front suspension, you don't have the interior, the bed, all that stuff. The bed's mostly in the back, but once you put all that weight on there, that truck's going to set on down just a little bit and completely change the ride height. So a lot of stuff to do, guys. I'm going to try to jump in here and at least get the body and primer. Get this old bumper off the front. Like I said, the hood, the bed, get all that in primer and start doing body work. Do the body work a little at a time, get some seam sealer, go around that firewall. Just get the truck ready for paint. I can do that over on that side. Once I get moon pie in here and out, and then I can get the 80 in here, because like I said, once the 80 comes in, it's going to be here for a little while. A lot of work to do that 80 model. All new brakes, gas tank, probably ball joints, suspension. Who knows on the rear end? We don't have a clue about it. Don't know about the rear axle seals, bearings, none of that stuff. There's going to be a lot of work, going to be a lot of pieces to find. That truck's been took apart for some time. No telling what all's missing. The wiring, don't know nothing about it. Coolant, I mean, there's just nothing. It's just a body. So once it comes in here, going to be a lot of stuff to round up, nuts, bolts, brackets, God knows what, that has just come up missing over the years. And got to clean the motor up, reseal it, put valve stem seals in it, seal the transmission up. Just a whole lot to do, guys. There's going to be a lot of work. So that truck's going to be in here for a minute. So I want to try to get everything I need done on this truck with the lift, and then move it back over here. Like I said, I can kind of move that tractor out and sand on this thing a little bit here and there, and do my body work as I have time to do it. But anyway, all right, just wanted to give y'all a quick update. I got to get in here and get my oldest daughter. She's wanting to come out and play. We've got some beautiful weather here in East Tennessee. You can kind of feel fall in the air. I think it was in the 50s this morning, like 53. It was really nice. And it's kind of cool this evening. So I'm going to get out here and let her enjoy that. Guys, as always, I appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.